Last night we were in Wairoa. We heard about the charms and attractions of moving away from the big city and setting up in a small town. Well, that was just one family, one example. So let's go from the Hawke's Bay to the Waikato and the town of Cambridge.
I'd always loved, dreamed of living in a small town, but Auckland was our home. It was just a change of events that led us here.
Franny runs Breastmates, an almost entirely online business operated from her home office. Last year, the family moved to Cambridge from the hustle and bustle of Auckland, where Franny had a little shop.
Yeah, I was worried. I didn't know how my business would cope. Obviously, there's not as many customers that can call in.
But instead, the move allowed her to devote more time, invest more money back into the business. Forget about Auckland's insane house prices. And never mind the traffic chaos of the big cities. Franny's left all that behind for a lovely new house and a commute that's over in seconds. It's the Breastmates, is it?
Yes, this is where it all happens.
Yeah.
It's meant I've been able to grow my business substantially. I've built up my website, I've got my own clothing designs now, huge customer base in New Zealand and Australia.
So a move to Cambridge has meant that your business has grown in a way that it could never have grown in Auckland?
Yes, yep. I would never have dreamed of it going in the direction that it had.
Here it is, Cambridge. A pretty little Waikato town, roughly 20,000 people, and smack bang on the main route through the country. It's within about a 2-hour drive of roughly 2 million people. You've got Auckland, Hamilton, Rotorua, Tauranga. And the beautiful thing of a business like Franny's is it doesn't matter where it's located. And it's not like residents here lack for anything. There are all the stores and services you could ever want. Look, sushi, computers, dry cleaning. The median house price is $355,000, well below the national median. And in fact, you can argue that residents in the regions are better served than those in the cities. Have a look at this. Auckland, with 34% of the population, gets 31% of the expenditure. While outside of Wellington, where central government skews things a bit, Otago had the highest capital expenditure and Gisborne the highest operating expenditure per person. The Waikato, where Franny's based, gets a 9% share of expenditure and service, perfectly in line with its population. Put simply, the provinces do very well. And that's certainly what Franny's finding. Business is expanding at such a rate that it's threatening to take over the garage, so one option is expanding back into bricks and mortar.
So even though I'm not in the city, I could have my products in the city as well for people who don't buy online.
And that would invariably mean more staff as well?
Yes, probably some sales reps, extra staff to pick and pack orders, yeah.
And again, this comes down to a move to Cambridge?
Yes, who would have thought?
Lachlan Forsyth waxing poetically about life outside of the big cities. After the break, 2 reporters, bubble wrap suits and a whole lot of bouncing. So did this new arena pass the test?